Hey guys, how's it going? So yesterday, three major gun control bills went through the Michigan Senate. These are really bad, and I'm going to briefly tell you about them. The first is Senate Bill number 76. This is a universal licensing, registration, and background check scheme. Senate Bill number 79. This is their storage plan, firearm storage, as well as Senate Bill number 83, which is red flag. This is actually an 11 bill package with these three main subjects. And if you'd like to know more details about these and all of the now more than 30 gun control bills in Michigan, make sure you check out my previous videos of this channel, as well as check the description in the pinned comment where I did a longer format live stream last night about these three recent Senate bills. And you can get a lot more information there, as well as my locals community, which is a censorship-free site, and I have links to all of these bills, as well as key senators that you can contact. So, let's start off with 76. This is what's called Universal Background Checks, Licensing, and Registration Scheme. Now, if you've lived in Michigan for a while, you know that we've always had a pistol registry, which is unconstitutional, and that as well needs to be abolished. However, they're now adding long guns, meaning rifles and shotguns, to the same procedure that we're familiar with pistols. This would ban face-to-face transfers, even in many cases just simply loaning a firearm to somebody, whether you're just looking at that or letting them borrow it. Well, that's going to put everything on a registry, where you have to do paperwork for every transfer, letting the government know where your firearms are. And if you look at history, registration always has led to confiscation. So this is just the first steps in a much bigger scheme, and it's going to try to make a lot of lawful gun owners engaging in normal practices like giving a gun as a gift, loaning it to somebody for hunting, for self-protection of a loved one. It's going to try to turn a lot of you into criminals. These three bills did pass on party lines, with all 20 Democrats voting yes, 17 Republicans voting no, and 1 Republican was not present. The next one, this is the storage law. They call this safe storage, telling you how you have to store your firearms within your house. Well, I call this the safe storage bill, meaning it makes it safer for criminals. Because as we already know, when seconds matter, police are only minutes away. And that's why you know that you are your own first responder. And that's why you keep a gun in your home, for self-defense and protection. Underneath these storage laws, while the criminal's coming in, cocked, locked, and ready to rock, you would be fumbling around with your safe, your fingerprints, your keypad, fumbling to get the cable out of the barrel, while the criminal is having their way with you and your family, and all the terrible things you don't even want to think about they could be doing to you while you're trying to get your gun ready to fight back. Number 83, the red flag law. This is probably the worst of all of these. Some people will try to make you believe that this is a compromise. It's not. Because not only does this destroy the Second Amendment of the United States and Michigan Constitution Article 1, Section 6, but this literally destroys half of the Bill of Rights, the 14th Amendment, and basically in America, you can't even have a law like this exist. But somehow, they're putting it through. It's called take the guns first, then due process. But wait a minute, that's not how due process of law works. So essentially, take the guns, no due process at all. Almost anyone you can think of can red flag you. Check out that previous stream for more information on this, including anyone that's a former dating partner, an ex-wife, an ex-husband, ex-girlfriend, boyfriend. Yeah, nothing could ever go wrong there, right? As well as law enforcement officers, mental health professionals. And all they have to do is assert that they think you're a danger to yourself and others. They have an ex parte hearing, meaning the judge hears the case behind your back, you not even being able to provide your own defense, your own exculpatory evidence. No. They decide behind your back whether you're a risk to yourself or others. Take your guns, and then you have a short window of time where you would have to pay for your own legal counsel to come back and prove your own innocence. Yeah, that's not how America's supposed to work. And then you might get your guns back. This is literally insane. It's trying to dig up all of your old enemies from the past or people that might not agree with you politically and turn them against you. Literally insane. Literally the worst thing ever. Now, I'm completely outraged at all of these pests, and there's nothing good from this. there's a slight silver lining. And I did a video about this previously on this channel that I suggest you go back and watch. Luckily, in this case, and I hate making this Republican versus Democrat, I don't like this being political. The Second Amendment shouldn't be political at all, but it is what it is. Every Democrat voted for this, every Republican voted against. So thankfully, all of the Republican senators stood strong and did not allow these bills to get the 2/3 majority that the Michigan Constitution says they would need to get immediate effect. So right now, the bill's passed without immediate effect through the Michigan Senate. They now have to be handed back over to the House to take up a vote. The way the House does immediate effect is a complete joke. Dog and pony show. I've covered that on this channel before, and I'll do another brief video soon showing you guys that it doesn't really mean anything in the House. They'll pass it with immediate effect, and it's just a show vote. However, these would not take immediate effect if they were to pass through the House. They would take effect 90 days after the end of the session. We just started a 2-year session, so approximately 2 years from now. The other thing is the House already passed House Bill 4138, which was the universal background check portion of this package. So we'll have to look and see if they'll have to take up Senate Bill 76 separately, or if they'll do some form of reconciliation. There's a lot to get into with that, but make sure you check out that stream in the pinned comment as well as that locals post if you want more information. A lot of you want to know about immediate effect, so I'm going to go through this very quickly. This is also included in that link in the description to my locals page, this document that you might want to read. This is according to the Michigan Constitution. It says, no act shall take effect until the expiration of 90 days from the end of the session at which the measure was enacted. The legislature may give immediate effect to an act by 2/3 vote of the members elected and serving in each house. So the slight bit of, I don't want to say good news, but less worse news is the Republican senators, including my senator, Joe Bellino, thank you, Senator, held the party line, held the line for the Second Amendment, is the line they were truly holding, and did not let this get that 2/3 majority. That gives us time to get litigation going, and also gives time for recall petitions. Can't start those yet, but stay tuned. I'll definitely be talking about those in a few months when it's time to start looking at the reps, and then the senators would be eligible to be recalled after that. All right, guys, like I said, check out all of my previous videos. I think I have the most comprehensive library on this whole Michigan crazy, insane gun control terror that they're on right now. And please share this video and this channel with all of your friends who want to know what's going on in Michigan and throughout the United States, because Michigan is a huge test bed where they're trying to take the whole entire country right now. All right, guys, thanks for watching and have a good one.